are back. It's the final segment of the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Burma, sitting in for the final hour. Alex coming back up in the rebroadcast in just about 6 minutes. Before I go to some final calls, there were two other stories I really wanted to hit up. We often talk about the elite's search for immortality, and a lot of people will laugh at you and say, oh, Jason, that's just science fiction. Found genes that let you live to 100. This is Times Online. They're calling them the Methuselah genes, after the biblical character that lived to be 969. You see, folks, only about one person in 10,000 actually lives to be the age of 100. So these centurions have now been examined. They've looked at their genomes, and they found out that they do have certain genes in common in 20 or 30 percentile that do allow them to live these long lives. The genes are ADIPOQ, CETP, and APOC3. Read the article. It's a big one. And the other thing I want to caution people about is they are now promoting cancer vaccines. Yes, cancer vaccines that can kill tumors, and in some cases, they're saying within the next 10 years, will prevent cancer altogether. Be very wary of this. Remember, when they gave out the polio vaccination, folks, they put SV40 in it. That's simian virus 40, which was a live cancer virus, which people sued over after family members died and were maimed and paralyzed and all sorts of other horrific things, and won those lawsuits. So be very cautious as they tell you, oh, we have a vaccine for cancer now. Andrea in Kentucky, you're on the line. Yes, Andrea.
Hi, bravo on Invisible Empire. What an awesome movie.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to say the victory of Rand Paul here in Kentucky, everybody is so hyped up. The local media is already saying how Jack Conway, which is his Democratic opponent, how he's going to have to run a perfect campaign, and he is, because he is up against,
He's up against real liberty, Andrea. He's up against the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. He's up against the people, and quite frankly, I don't think he stands a chance. I think it is so exciting that Rand Paul ran away with the primary in Kentucky, and now we have to get him into office. Appreciate the call. Gotta jump. Jim in New York. Jim, you're on the line.
Yes, Jason. My name is Jim. I'm trying to make this concise as possible. I'm listening to this day after day, and I'm saying to myself, what is the central theme, if there is one, that can coalesce our movement, because they got us running in 40 different directions, whether it's environmental, all this other nonsense. I won't go through it. But I received some letter today. I live in Nassau County, and capital improvement project, and I thought that was, I find these humorous, this nonsense.
Jim, the bottom line is they are going to hit you from all angles, whether it be the war on terror, endless wars in the Middle East for a Eurasian Union that benefit who? The elite class and the military-industrial complex, a false environmental movement, a move to literally taxing you to breathe on all levels, to taxing you on how many cars you have, how many kids you have, how big your home is, how much garbage you produce, your carbon footprint, demonizing a life force, carbon dioxide, here on the planet. So yes, it is literally from all angles blowing out the economy, with banksters running around consolidating power with the IMF and the World Bank under the G20 globalist system. Yes, it's not an easy fix. Yes, we are going to have to branch out. There is no one solution. But I got to tell you, folks, I am so encouraged to see Rand Paul in as the Kentucky primary winner. Let's get him into Senate. Let's get other like-minded patriots out there. We've got the rebroadcast coming up in about 60 seconds. Don't miss it. Alex Jones was in live for the first 3 hours. I covered the last hour. We covered the Afghanistan drug trade, the corrupt military-industrial complex. We covered Google. We covered the elections. We covered what's happening in Arizona and so much more. Infowars.com and prisonplanet.tv. God bless you all.